now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and we kick off another week of Sandra Bullock films today, this time with Hope Floats, starring Sandra Bullock, Harry Connick Jr., Gina Rowlands, Roddy McDowall, Mae Whitman, Michael Parr, Kathy Najimy, Bill Cobbs, and Roseanna Arquette. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. As I said in the introduction, kicking off a whole nother week of Sandra Bullock films this week. Today we're going to take a look at Hope Floats. And as our movie opens, Bertie Pruitt is a Chicago housewife who is invited to go on the national Tony Post talk show under the false pretense of getting a free makeover. However, she is ambushed with the revelation that her husband, Bill, has been having an affair with her best friend, Connie. Humiliated, Bertie and her precocious daughter, Bernice, move back to Bertie's hometown of Smithville, Texas, with Birdie's eccentric mother, Ramona, and her young, imaginative nephew, Travis. As Birdie and Bernice leave Chicago, Birdie gives to Bernice a letter from her father, Bill, telling Bernice how much he misses her. Birdie then struggles to make a brand new life as a working single mother and deals with the growing attraction between herself and a former high school classmate, Justin Matisse, who Ramona hopes that Birdie will get together with. She also tries to rebuild her relationship with her estranged mother, her father, who suffers from Alzheimer's, and Bernice, who desperately wants to be with her father. Bernice attempts to sabotage any romantic overtures that Justin tries to make towards Birdie. Meanwhile, Bernice struggles to adjust to her new life and school in Smithville. Adding to Birdie's heartache is her former status as the school's queen bee and beauty pageant winner who dismissively alienated many of her classmates. Now, they all remember Birdie's high school snobbery and rub her nose in her televised embarrassment. Ramona tries to mend the gap between her daughter and granddaughter by telling Bernice a story about her childhood. She then asks Bernice what she wants for her birthday, and even though Bernice says that she does not have a birthday wish, secretly she wishes for her father to return. Ramona then suffers a massive heart attack and dies. Birdie's sister and Travis's mother, Desiree, sends a telegram saying that she cannot make the funeral. Meanwhile, Travis wonders if his Aunt Birdie will raise him now. And when Bill shows up for the funeral, Bernice believes that her birthday wish has come true and that her father wants them both to come back home. It soon becomes clear, though, to Bernice that her parents' split is permanent when Bill asks Birdie for a divorce. Wanting to be with her father, Bernice rushes to her room, packs a suitcase, and follows Bill out to his car. She is devastated when he tells her that even though he loves her and promises to come back for her, he has no room for her right now in his new life with Connie. Bill then drives off, leaving Bernice sobbing and screaming for him. Birdie picks Bernice up and carries her back into the house. As Birdie tries to comfort her, she says that she knows that the letter was actually written by her mother and not really by her father. One day at work, Birdie finds Justin outside waiting for her with flowers. As she walks up to him, she says, "Okay, Mama, stop pushing." After they kiss and embrace, he picks her up, places her in his truck, and they drive off. The final scene shows Birdie, Justin, Bernice, and Travis at a big town event. Birdie is taken on full custody of Travis and is officially now dating Justin, but she is not planning on getting married anytime soon. Bernice finally embraces Smithville as her new hometown and even embraces Justin as her mother's new love interest and a father figure and accepts Bill's departure from her life. Mother and daughter share a tender yet humorous moment when Bernice asks Birdie if she plans to marry Justin. When Birdie asks her if she doesn't like him, Bernice says her only real concern is being known as Bernice Matisse, as our movie comes to its end. This was your traditional Sandra Bullock chick flick. It was cute, it was down home, it gave you the warm fuzzies. It was your standard romantic comedy. It very much had a Sweet Home Alabama feel to it. I did enjoy the chemistry between Sandra Bullock and Harry Connick Jr. Harry Connick Jr. has been acting for a while at this point in his career, and honestly, though, I hadn't seen him in that many movies. Like I knew him from Independence Day primarily, Will Smith's buddy. And then I know he had done some other stuff. I believe he was in a movie called Copycat where he was a villain. I knew he had done this. I know he had done some other stuff, but I still primarily think of him as a musician. And maybe we can get to a couple of his other movies at some point when I do a month of movies that star musicians. That's something I'm kicking around in my head trying to put into place maybe for next year. But I thought he did an amazing job in this. He was so likable, so lovable. You could understand why Sandra Bullock's character eventually gave in and fell for him. Bill was just a dastardly prick from the get, taking his wife onto a talk show, a Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, Ricky Lake-esque type of show, to just burn her and announce his affair. Like, granted, this was the late 90s. That kind of was the trend back then. But it's like, dude, come on. And you're taking her there under the pretense that she's going to get a makeover. So you're trying to tell your wife that you don't think she's pretty anymore. So you're going to take her on the air to give her a makeover, and instead you burn her on an affair. I don't get some of that stuff. I've never gotten it. You know, I did occasionally watch Jerry Springer and Maury Povich back in the day, generally with the child paternity tests. Those always got a chuckle out of me. And they shouldn't because they're serious topics. But at that age, you know, it is what it is. But I thought that being the catalyst that jump started the movie, although it definitely made sense with the time period that the movie was made and everything, sitting back watching it today, and this was the first time I had ever seen it. But sitting back watching it today, I was like, I could have done without that. I really could have, personally. But I did enjoy the movie. First time seeing it, as I said, despite all the Sandra Bullock movies that I have seen that I enjoy, despite the fact that my daughter's mom, my ex, is a huge Sandra Bullock fan, I had never seen this one before. When it comes to my rating for it, I think I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. You know, like I said, the only thing I didn't really care for was that talk show jumpstart catalyst point. And if it had been almost anything other than that, I probably would have given this movie 4 stars out of 5. But it was the times, it was the trend back then. So I'm willing to excuse it on that aspect. Maybe if I had seen this back when it first came out, it wouldn't be as much of a bad thing for me as I feel like it is now. Maybe it wouldn't deter me as much, but it is what it is. 3.5 out of 5 stars for Hope Floats. What do you guys think? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. Let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always inviting you guys to engage with me on in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts of Hope Floats. And make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, when the doors once again reopen for Stat Boys Sports Bar, featuring Dory Lou. The food is hot, the beer is ice cold, and the seats are warm, so pull up a bar stool and engage in professional sports conversation with Stat Boy Mike Caldwell and his trusty cohort, Dory Lou. You're not going to want to miss out on that content right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. Another brand new installment of Stat Boys Sports Bar featuring Dory Lou. To all my loyal fans and viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button, Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out on any of the coverage and the content that we have right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. Make sure you share this video with your family, friends, loved ones, co-workers, movie fanatics in your life, cinephiles, fans of Sandra Bullock, fans of Harry Connick Jr., fans of Roseanna Arquette, fans of Kathy Najimy, anybody you can think of that would enjoy this video and my review of it. Share it with them. It's the only way we're going to boost up my visibility in YouTube's algorithms so I can eventually get monetized, make some money on these endeavors. Thank you once again to everyone who joined me and tuned in today. It means more to me than you'll ever know. And I will see you guys next time.